started at Texas and now the last 3 years with the Spartans, but she also does a really nice job in getting the ball out to her setters or out to her hitters when necessary.
Yeah, she's got some very nice sets as well. And she uses her hands whenever she can and even does a little jump set at times.
And another pretty pass by Yosia, but the block takes it away. Favor on Yanwei.
As you mentioned, Elise, a little cousin-to-cousin action. Pass and then getting that block back, and USC is really doing a nice job lining up on the Michigan State hitters.
That one is wide, so Michigan State will take it 10-7, the USC lead, the 16th ranked team in America. And Michigan State has not allowed them to pull away. They dropped down 5-0 to start set 2. Leah Johnson calling a timeout, and again, for the second set in a row, her team settling in and going back and forth. Livings too strong. And that one wide. And a hitting error will give another point to the Spartans. And they pull to within 2. Ooh, big swing from Livings.
Well, I like that adjustment on the set. The last set a little bit wider to the pin. Livings was high and over the block, but goes wide. This one, Tuaninga brings her in a little bit more inside. Look how much she elevates and just gets on top of the ball, over the block. Gets a little piece of the block on that one, but gosh, she is so high in the air.
Yeah, she's got an outstanding vertical. And SC with back-to-back points. Their defense, the leading blocking team in the Big Ten.
Will favor Onyanwu doing a nice job. You can see her eyes in that replay, looking at the set, making that strong step towards Livings to close it. They're putting up some walls here.
The difference in this game has been the blocks. 6 blocks for USC, 0 for Michigan State. So Julia Bishop, the senior setter, local product out of Dearborn, Michigan, back as we check out the numbers. SC leading the charge at almost 3 blocks per set. And above that mark so far in this match.
I gotta say, this offensive combo, again, another one. We see it in the front row. Onyanwu going in front and then lobbing it out to the pin. This one in back behind the setter. And wow, this tempo and rhythm, they are on point.
Livings up to 4 kills on the day. 1 shy of USC's leader, Allie Batenhorst, who's got 5. 6 different Trojans have 2 or more kills in a balanced attack. Ooh, big swing, Famuina. So right now, Tuaninga just spreading the ball around. She's got high flyers all over the place.
And again, this quick tempo out. Michigan State middle blocker has to go with Leah Ford, and that gives a one-on-one opportunity for Famuina on the outside pin.
The offense and system certainly playing at a high level.
Well, and
high
passing,
flyers. You got
that's
some
right.
finishers out there. Josia, the outstanding libero for the Spartans. And finally, Michigan State gets their first block of the match, a big one.
A quick step over from number 9, Kulig on Michigan State. You can see, even though it's a little bit late, she throws those hands up in the angle, and that really is what paid off to get that big block for the Spartans.
Zuzana Kulig, the 6'4" sophomore middle out of Poland. International flavor for Michigan State. Oh, nice job by Kulig. Back-to-back blocks, kind of hung up there and hanging long enough to stick that right paw up and put it back.
She's tired of the SC block. She's like, I'm going to show you my blocking, and here we go. This is a good feeling when you've got that hang time. You keep the eyes open, see the ball, and just bat it right back down.
SC has gone to the tip and had success. That time Kulig sniffed it out. And another block by Kulig, 3 in a row, and Michigan State pulls to within 1. And it's not by accident. She is number 4 in the Big Ten Conference in blocks per set.
Well, and ranked number 9 nationally across the country, and there you go. She has gotten that rhythm going on her block, and wow, it is really paying off to get Michigan State that momentum and keeping them in this set.
So the last touch by Kulig falling on the Michigan State side, so USC coming up with the point. And now leading 16-13.
The original decision
so USC
is out. Michigan
with
State
a
is challenging
3-point
with the
lead.
ball.
And so a challenge by Michigan State, whether it was in or out. Now, Michigan State has refused to go away here in this match. They trailed by 4 early in set number 1, 8-4. And then hung around, made it tough before USC finally pulled away in set 1 to win 25-20. And then here in set 2, they fell behind 5-0 to start set 2, but have worked their way back in. And this is what is being challenged, in or out. And unfortunately, this is the only angle we have, just trying to see if it catches any line. On that angle, it looks like when that ball hits the floor and it expands out over the line, but is it enough to overturn a call? The camera's getting blocked. We'll see. Yeah, blocked by the official. Tough to tell. Maybe.
Right at that corner by her.
Oh, I see black. I see black. Do you see black?
I do, right when it lands there at the corner.
I see black. Tough to overturn with those angles, and right there, it does seem to look as if there is black between that ball and the white line.
They're taking their time, really trying to get this one right as it's...
After review, the call is going to stand. USC will retain the point. Michigan State will lose their challenge.
So each team now has lost 1 challenge, and each has 1 challenge remaining in this match, unless it goes to 5. You start the match with 2 challenges. And as long as you win, you hold on to your challenges. Both coaches have lost 1 so far in this match. Bishop to Anderson, that's been the go-to connection. Oh, what a beautiful save by Tuaninga. And SC will come up with the point. A beautiful job by Tuaninga, laying out to keep it alive.
And this is just the elite athlete that Tuaninga is, having that and knowing to just flip it right over the net. Love how much she's using the back row, and Jaden Living's really doing a high attack.
Just so crafty. SC with a 4-point lead. That is Allie Batenhorst talking about Mia Tuaninga, the senior setter for USC, that has just got that vibrant personality that makes you want to come out and play. And as a coach out there on the floor, has a great relationship with Brad Keller. As the two go back and forth with ideas and talking things out. And boy, she's just a baller.
She is an infectious personality and just a baller out on the court. I mean, there's a reason she's been out here since she stepped on campus.
And over 4,000 career assists in this game. She continues to climb on that USC all-time assist list, number 4 now all-time in USC program history. So USC pushing the lead 18-14. As you can see, those ahead of her. And USC has their sights set on making a deep run in the NCAA tournament. They've been to the second round of the NCAA tournament 2 years in a row. Mia Tuaninga, of course, a part of both of those squads. You would imagine if they can keep playing deep, she's got a chance to climb way up on that all-time list. And right now, Mia Tuaninga.
And right now, they sub in Madison Peach at times to get a block of there. Although we've seen Tuaninga get some pretty good blocks already this match. But Madison Peach right there, number 23 for the Trojans, comes in front row at times for Tuaninga.
Foley just has to get it over. And now without Tuaninga in there, we'll see what USC does to generate some offense. Dug up by Verbeest. And the overpass sent over. Madison Peach puts it down for her first kill of the match.
Coming right back into the action. She just got cleared this last Tuesday, a couple days ago. She was out for the last 2 matches with concussion protocol, so here she is back in action.
Anderson, just wide. Trying to hit that back line. She's got 8 kills on 17 swings. Has an ace and 3 digs, couple of blocks as well.
And actually, she has been coming out in the back row lately, but Coach Leah Johnson said, we're keeping her in tonight. We need that attack and offense from the back row. And so I've been keeping my eye, because she mentioned they might pass with only 2 players as well on the court.
Had a chance to chat with her earlier today. Akasha Anderson, but they call her Cash. It's Leah Johnson, the head coach for Michigan State. Went into the portal and was able to recruit Anderson to East Lansing. She had a lot of different places that she could go. Very talented junior outside hitter out of Reston, Virginia. And mentioned earlier, started her career at Auburn, where she was all freshman in the SEC. And she said she loves it in East Lansing. It's the culture of the program.
I did ask her about the winters since I went to Minnesota from California. I'm like, how you doing to those winters? She's like, it's good. It's all good.
And Kulig reaching over for another block. Thought she had 3 in a row. One of them dropped on the own side of the net. So that is block number 3 for Zuzana Kulig.
Right now, Kulig struggling a little bit offensively, hitting negative, not on the board with any kills. So she's focusing on that defense. And when one part of the game isn't going your way, it's a great thing to just focus on the other things that you can do, and it will come.
And the serve, it's Tuaninga targeting her cousin. And she was able to handle it and get it up to on a pretty good pass. I wouldn't want to sit here and serve receive.
No, tough serve. She might have experience with those serves over the years, but Preston doing a nice job at the net.
They go at Batenhorst again in serve receive. Let's see with the chance here, Batenhorst.
Got set a little bit too low for Batenhorst, trying to swipe it off, but it was inside the court. You see trying to go for that fast tempo behind, but too inside, and you got to swipe it the other way, but with that angle, it's a tough one.
Batenhorst having to go down to her knees, able to dig it out, and then it's Livings tooling the block. Bishop coming off a career high 4 blocks against Washington in the last match, but that time.
Well, Batenhorst getting low on that one, and as we said, Michigan State's going to target her and try to get the pressure on her serve receive, and Batenhorst is handling it. One thing Coach Brad Keller said is she doesn't get aced a lot. She's doing a nice job passing.
Preston with the kill, hitting the back line. Good job finding the seam in that defense.
Taylor Preston starting to get things going. Love that high hands off of Livings there for USC. Smart attack.
Good serve, puts USC out of system. They just have to get it over, and now the block comes up. Out of bounds though, so tooling the block for the kill is Preston. She's rising up and keeping Michigan State within striking distance. SC sitting on 23 is Michigan State on a roll. Undefeated, climbing up those rankings, 7-0, and now 13th in America. Nobody would have expected that before the season started. But we'll have a change at quarterback due to injury, so Indiana should be interesting. One of the games to watch, certainly, in the Big Ten Conference. Out of the timeout, USC gets the point. Now set point number 1. Michigan State had been on an 8-2 run to pull within 2. And the service error gives the point to Michigan State. So set point number 2, Michigan State still alive. Taylor Preston with 7 kills on the match. Back to serve. Going at Batenhorst again. Doesn't handle it cleanly, but dropping onto the Michigan State side of the net, and that will end set number 2. USC, the 16th ranked team in America, takes the commanding 2-0 lead. Michigan State putting up a good fight, but USC able to close it out in set 1, 25-20, and in set 2, 25-22. The battle of the cousins, and Michigan State
look for these teams with the Big Ten expanding. So most of the coaches we talk to say they don't talk about it too much because they don't want it to be on the players' minds. They just get on the plane, get there, take care of business, go out and play. But I mean, a 3-hour time change is quite a difference when your internal clock is maybe 11 p.m. when you're playing 8 p.m. in California. And going on the road is hard anyway, so add that layer on it. But
well, it's been fun here tonight. The battle of the cousins. The libero who's been outstanding. Nalani, Nani, they call her. Yosia, the 5th-year libero out of Long Beach, California, has been flying around everywhere for Sparty.
She really does such a nice job keeping it alive for the Spartans, giving them those opportunities in defense with her clean passing in serve receive. It's been fun to watch.
And then on the other side, her cousin Mia Tuaninga going over the 4,000 assist mark, number 4th all time in USC history. But she's been doing a bit of everything for her team to build this 2-0 lead.
Getting the blocks, getting the kills, getting those little hands on it to keep it alive for her team and give that block another chance, or one of those powerful weapons she has to set. She is running a very well-balanced attack tonight.
So a special night that these two will not forget. As Yosia said when that schedule came out, she said yes, she celebrated as she got to come back home to play in front of family and friends and against her cousin. But you know what she wants even more is a win, and her team trailing 2-0, and now USC again for the 3rd match, or excuse me, the 3rd set in a row, getting on the board first. Anderson against the triple block, nothing doing on that. 3 USC blockers roofing.
Well, that's a tough one. Out of system set coming. USC can lean and go that way as they know Akasha Anderson is going to get these out of system sets. But take a look at Nalani. Yosia's jump set. Loving that.
Bishop goes back to Anderson. This time she tools that big block for kill number 9. Anderson just 1 kill away from the double-digit mark. Out of the back, Batenhorst. We have not seen that a lot. They've really gone more to the slide in this match with the middles, but that time going to the back for Batenhorst could not deliver, though.
Yeah, and also setting Livings in the back row a lot more than Batenhorst tonight, so trying to get that going. This one going to Batenhorst a little bit low for her to get on top of that one.
Batenhorst had a string of 16 matches in a row with double-digit kills. Nice job by the Michigan State defense to keep that one off the floor. And then the block pushing over. And the block there, but it's Hold'em who was able to tool it. The whistle comes. SC says never hit the floor.
Felt she threw that pancake out there quick enough to keep the ball up off the ground.
And so Brad Keller will come over and put the card up. And the hand underneath it. What do you think, Nicole?
The original decision is that the ball was down. USC is challenging that that was a successful pancake.
A successful pancake. I make those on the weekends
do you
sometimes.
like them crispy or do you like them a little?
I mean, they're successful pancakes for sure.
Throwing that hand under there, trying to keep the ball up and alive, and she was confident that she had it.
The question is, her hand's not totally, I think that touches the floor. I think her hand is underneath it, but I think the
on
ball.
On the side, yeah. You can see on the outer part of the ball there.
I mean, I think it's a heck of an attempt. And she does get her hand underneath it.
After review, the call is confirmed. The ball was down. Point will stay with Michigan State. USC will lose their challenge.
And I understand why USC felt like she had her hand underneath, because she does, but that side of the ball, it wasn't completely underneath it. And so USC now out of challenges. And so unless this goes to set 5, they will be done with challenges. And Michigan State, the first lead in any set tonight on that call, and now make it a 2-point lead as the ace. And that's the second ace of the match for Kai Clayton. 5'6" sophomore libero. Had played just 5 sets in Big Ten play coming into tonight's match. But certainly has been effective in her role. Good looking swing from Livings. Boy, she's got just a really active arm.
She does, and she is doing such a nice job from the back row. I feel like they're setting her even more from the back row than they are the front row this last set and now this set. But what a powerful swing she has. And as teams go throughout the season, they add these wrinkles, and they're setting her more in the back row than I've seen all year.
And the back right side. Seems like they've gone to Batenhorst in the middle, but with Livings, it's been more angled to the side when she's in the back.
Akasha Anderson, that was a heavy thump on the ball. She's got a powerful arm, really gets on top of it, and too much to handle for SC.
A heavy thump, and now she's double-digit kills. She's got 10. Jaden Livings also in double-digit kills. She's got 10. Those are the leaders for both teams. So SC with this 2-0 advantage, can they close it out in 3 and get the sweep, or are they going to be challenged by Michigan State? Well, service error gives the Michigan State the 2-point lead.
Service errors for USC. Kind of piling up here with 12 errors already, so giving free points here to Michigan State. And as we know, USC has one of the top blocks in the country.
We were looking at that stat sheet about how is Michigan State staying alive. They're not hitting the ball extraordinarily well, but those service errors have certainly helped Michigan State's cause, as USC has been going for it and have not been hitting their serve consistently. But this is one of the best servers you are going to see in Mia Tuaninga. A nice up by her cousin, Yosia. And that one-handed kind of push-up by Tuaninga. Tries it again. This time goes all the way out wide to Batenhorst. Nice dig by Tuaninga. Livings dug up by Hold'em. Wide, no touch. That'll be a point for SC, the hitting error against Preston. And those hitting errors are starting to pile up for Michigan State. 17 hitting errors to just 22 kills. And make it 18 on that last one as it was late to tally.
Yeah, and those long rallies, it's that decision-making of when to keep the ball in and when to go for it.
Oh, just clipping the top of the tape. And the block able to set up. It started with the serve and ended with the block for SC.
I mean, Tuaninga has such a nice hand, barely clearing the tape. No trouble there for Yosia, but then the SC block is tough to beat.
And that one, the cut serve, handled cleanly by Michigan State, but the touch, and it's another SC point. So a 4-0 scoring run, 3 serves in a row by Tuaninga to put pressure on the Spartans. Another beautiful up by Yosia. And the dive hustle play, tracked down, running out of room is Tuaninga. My goodness, Nani Yosia again with a perfect pass while she's diving. Like, the body control from Yosia has been on display. Really impressive, the libero for Michigan State.
I mean, she is elite. That is for sure.
She has a big volleyball family as well, her immediate family. Mentioned Tuaninga with her brother who played at Long Beach, but Yosia has 2 sisters and a brother that all played volleyball in college as well.
And Yosia was at Texas before when they went to the Final Four. So she's coming from a top program, transferring over to a program, as Coach mentioned, like in a rebuild. And a big reason for this Michigan State team being so close is Nalani Yosia. She just brings so much. She's a vocal leader. She has been a huge reason for this team and the culture that is Michigan State.
Well, last year they put together 17 wins, had a winning record at 17-14, their most wins in 5 seasons. Oh, Livings, wow.
I just put my hand to my head like, oh my word. It is, when she gets that set and the right approach, coming in hard and strong on top of it, I mean, look out.
This is a true freshman, folks. 4-4 right there. My goodness, the 6'1" hitter.
Let's go, Ted.
True freshman out of Dallas, Texas, coming all the way to USC, and boy, has she been impressive. She's up to 11 kills. Nice dig. And that time it was Zuzana able to push over, and a touch. So USC will take the point and a 3-point lead.
Well, that is, USC is doing this so well tonight. When they're not getting that perfect set, they're putting it in the Spartan block, recovering it, covering it, and giving themselves another chance, which set that up for Faumuina to go off the high hands.
The back, Batenhorst has to tip, and it works. Michigan State just couldn't quite recover, and so Batenhorst up to 9 kills. She had back-to-back matches with 9 kills after 16 in a row in double digits, but USC pulling ahead. They lead by 4. SC with a 2-0 lead and a 12-8 lead here in set 3, and Jaden Livings has been outstanding, leading the way for SC with 11 kills, and they've worked her all over the place tonight.
They certainly have, front row, back row, you name it. And head coach Brad Keller, when we talked to him this week, he said, I want to see growth this weekend with the team making less errors, especially Jaden Livings. And what has she done tonight? What has she done the last 3 matches? She has cut those errors down, and it has paid off.
Yeah, she's playing outstanding. She is a true freshman, folks, out of Prestonwood Christian Academy in Dallas, Texas. And her coach, Brad Keller, says that she has the chance to be one of the best hitters in the nation one day. And you can see why. Just the athleticism, the hang time, and comes from a super athletic family. Her dad, a professional athlete, Nate Livings, is a star offensive lineman at LSU, won the 2003 national championship, and was a 7-year NFL vet. And her grandpa was a Pro Bowl defensive lineman with the Eagles. So, and for all the WNBA fans out here, you want to talk about athletic, her auntie is Isabel Harrison. So she's been a WNBA veteran of almost a decade with the Chicago Sky last year. So she's got fantastic athletes all around her family. Famuina finishes that one.
Well, again,
Anya Famuina, really, they haven't called on her a lot. They've had so many other players that have been able to terminate tonight.
They do have a lot of options, and the reaction time here with the ball for USC, being alert and ready for just sticking that hand out and keeping it alive, is impressive.
Too strong for the service error. That's been the one area that has been a bit of a problem for SC in this match. 13 service errors for the Trojans.
And that's one area Coach Keller says they don't always bring up and talk about a lot. He's actually a coach that says, go for your serve, bring it, and let's...
Ooh, wow. Batenhorst bringing it on that swing. That was her best swing of the night.
It is, and they got that set about 1 ball higher for her, so she's able to come in strong and get on top of it. A good adjustment on this connection that we've seen throughout the match. They really are using the back row attack a lot. Higher percentage than we've seen.
So now Batenhorst back in double digits. 17 of 19 matches. She's been at 10 or more kills. And that one hits the back line. Kill for the Spartans. Anderson up to 13 kills.
Anderson with a season high 18 kills versus Washington on October 20th.
That was the last match. They took set number 1, and then Washington had identical 25-18, set 2, 3, 4 wins to win the match. Favor Onyanwe back onto the court for SC, play in the middle. And the Spartans will challenge. Whether that
the original decision is that the ball is out. Michigan State is challenging that it's in.
So Brad Keller out of challenges, and unless this one is reversed, Leah Johnson will also be out of challenges. Lost one earlier in the match. Third-year coach who grew up in Southwest Missouri. Ooh, I think that one does clip the line. I think it's a good challenge.
It does, from that pause look right there. It just has to touch one little piece of the line.
And it certainly does. Just clips it on the outside edge, so good challenge by Leah Johnson. It was Southwest Missouri. The first thing I think of when I think of Southwest Missouri is the great Jackie Stiles, who played at Southwest Missouri State. I said that to Leah. Oh, Jackie Stiles. She goes, you better believe it. Huge fan
After
of
review,
Jackie
the call
Stiles
is reversed.
back
The
in the
ball
day.
is in. Michigan State will get the point and retain their challenge.
So one more challenge remaining for Leah Johnson, but Yeah, Jackie Stiles, the all-time leading scorer in the history of Division I women's basketball until Kelsey Plum broke it. And then Caitlin Clark broke Kelsey Plum's record. So the line of succession, and Leah Johnson, Southwest Missouri is where she grew up, and is now, she was a Missouri State alum. That's where she played her ball. And now in her third year in East Lansing. Out of the timeout, Michigan State, not the timeout, but the challenge, Michigan State with a point. And again, just hanging around within striking distance.
And a nice dig from Anderson there in the back row, and they're getting their offensive going here, trying to close this gap.
Joanenga out, Batenhorst, block set, sends it back. Batenhorst re-racks, does it again, and this time she terminates.
Well, love that back-to-back. Batenhorst goes for the one harder kill. That one, the set coming from behind her, which is a hard one. Getting off the net, making space for your setter to give you a nice high ball to take a step in, and Batenhorst doing a nice job moving her feet to the ball to keep it in the court.
Leah Ford, another youngster for Brad Keller, the red shirt freshman out of Keller, Texas. Too much, and another service error. And it's not the service errors so much, but it is the ratio for SC today. That has been certainly the one spot that they'd like to clean up. 14 service errors, just 3 aces, but they are rocking and rolling in all the other areas, and certainly Jaden Livings has been putting on a show. Now a dozen kills for the true freshman. An impressive ability to get off the ground.
Maybe she's got some springs in her shoes.
She's also got an elite arm swing ace.
That looked so close. I said, wow, because I thought that was in from here. Wow, I like that Tuaninga. Usually we see cross court.
Well.
And that one down the line, thumb down.
Thought that one hit the line, but I stand corrected. No ace. Instead, her cousin will say, I'll take it from here. Yosia. That one falling on USC's side of the net for the Michigan State point. And so Yosia with a chance to tie things up, back to serve. Coming off a game with her career-high 27 digs. She set it in just 4 sets against Washington. Goes to the float serve, handled cleanly by Batenhorst, but the big block, Kulig sends it back, and we are all knotted up at 17.
Well, and we saw this in set number 2. Kulig went on a roll with her block, getting 3 blocks in a row. And here she is trying to get that momentum on Michigan State's side with her defense.
Zuzana Kulig, one of the best in the nation, top 10 in blocks per set, and a 3-0 run by Michigan State. Tied it up before SC with the point will take it over on the side out. SC has been first to 20 in the first 2 sets. Out of the back, pretty heavy ball, but handled cleanly by USC's defense. Anderson, it's wide, and so SC 2 points in a row after Michigan State had tied things up.
And right now, Michigan State actually, Akasha Anderson in the back row hiding, passing with 2 passers.
Oh, pretty job by Kulig to get her arm out there. I don't think the timing was what they anticipated, but it works. She had been struggling. That's just her first kill of the match on 10 swings. Out of the back, Batenhorst, heavy swing, and the great Yosia, as good as she has been in this match, could not handle that heat.
Wagala Trubin here of USC, their libero, with a sweet pass. Look at that, moving into it, keeping that ball in front of her. And again, SC go into that back row attack, which they have been so successful at tonight.
So for the third set in a row, SC is indeed the first to 20. And Anderson comes up big, a necessary kill to keep Michigan State close. She's got more kills than anybody now, 14 for Anderson.
Well, she's putting the ball away, so they're going to keep feeding her to try to get this one. They need this win to keep them alive in this match.
Valmoina, block is there. Anderson off high hands, but Batenhorst able to dig it up. Ooh, quick to the middle, but wide. They had the play set up, but too strong, and that sailed for the hitting error.
Well, Julia Bishop with a quick reaction, but once again, I gotta say it, Nalani Yosia is sliding in to get that set up so her team can keep it alive. And right now, knotted up at 20-20. Can Michigan State give SC a little bit of a test here and go on a run?
Livings with a nice pass, and now we'll take the swing. Block there, tooled. Anderson fired up. Akasha Anderson gives Michigan State the lead, 21-20 here in set 3. And a timeout by USC. Michigan State just hanging around, competing, and they're still alive. Michigan State still alive. They have ripped off a 3-0 scoring run to take the lead after it was USC the first to 20. And boy, an impressive performance by Michigan State's Nani Yosia, this time on the assist.
Well, and a lot of times that out of system, your setter is the one digging. You don't see a nice tempo out. Check this out, lower to the outside pin to Akasha Anderson. Usually you get that high out of system, but wow, she's not only getting dig snipe, but she's got some sweet sets to her hitters.
And I have no idea right now, it says she's only been credited with 6 digs. That cannot possibly be correct, can it?
Doesn't feel like it.
A big block by Kulig in Michigan State, and then Bishop takes one in the chop. She'll pop up. She is Michigan tough. The Dearborn, Michigan native, 4th-year setter, taking one in the face.
Again, SC with the coverage ball, another chance to score, and Valmoina has added this more to her game as well. Tipping and shoving that ball around.
Nice up there by the DS, Kayla Foley. But then the hitting error will give it to SC. So they take the 22-21 lead. Trying to close out the sweep of Michigan State. Nani Yosia, a great match for her here, returning home. A Long Beach native. The tip, effective. And we are tied again. 22-all in the third.
That's something we saw early in set 1. Michigan State, that tip was going down right behind SC's block, took them out of the game a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more of that.
Valmoina, big time swing.
And again, targeting Ali Batenhorst there on a little bit of a shorter serve, but she handles it just fine, which sets this one up for that deep angle hit from Valmoina. Wow, elevating and over the block. She is just hitting all over the court tonight.
Well, a lot of other people, when you look at this SC roster, a lot of young talent that is playing at a high level, and they lead by 1. So the Battle of LA, we saw it here on the volleyball court last week. And USC was able to beat UCLA. We'll see on the pitch what happens between the Bruins and the Trojans. here it's USC trying to close out this match, leading by 1 and with a 2-0 lead, and the big block comes down inbounds. So match point number 1 for USC, and the crowd here on their feet. Paisley Douglas back to serve. Anderson just rolls it over the top. The lefty, Madison Peach. And the dig up can't get it in time. Paisley Douglas, the true freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, in the area. But it'll be match point number 2 coming up for USC. Anderson has 1 ace, but 17 kills tonight for Michigan State. Ford again. Josia says not yet. Keeps it alive and out of the back. Anderson, my goodness, that was a rocket.
That was like a quick one front set almost, but coming from the back row. Wow, she is really getting on top of the ball. When she is getting her chance, she is delivering. Look at that. Wow, what an impressive swing by Anderson.
Woo, Anderson bringing the heat and keeping Sparty alive here in LA. USC trying to close it out and get the sweep, but Akasha Anderson with 18 kills leads everybody and is keeping Michigan State alive. Just hit an absolute rocket to tie things up and take away match point number 2 for SC. So we will go extra here in set 3. Out of the back, Livings has had success, that time with the off speed. And again, Anderson. Now it'll be set point number 1 for Michigan State.
Well, and this is Akasha Anderson. She has been doing this, I feel like, since her freshman year at Auburn. She is able to take over matches, sets, and this is exactly what's happening right now. No matter where she is on the court, they want the ball in her hands.
It's a 3-0 scoring run, and then puts it into the tape. Looking for the set win, and instead it'll be tied up and side out to SC with Leah Ford heading back to the service line. And another service error. They exchange. So set point number 2 for Michigan State. Chance to extend this match with Taylor Hold'em, the 6'2" sophomore out of New Zealand, back to serve. Batenhorst cannot terminate. Go to Batenhorst again and dug up, kept alive. Again dug up. Batenhorst goes to the tip. And again, this rally incredible, and Michigan State's defense extends this match. We will go to set number 4. Nani Josia flying around all match and keeping it alive in an extended rally. Wow.
I mean, between Akasha Anderson and Nalani Josia right there, they really made the difference in the end and pushed that one. They wanted the ball in Anderson's hands as much as they could, but a big reason they were able to set her was because Josia kept it alive.
All over the place, but it's getting real late back in East Lansing, pushing 1 a.m. And you do wonder for her team, you cannot adjust your circadian rhythm in one day. It's 1 a.m. They're college kids. Do we just say keep rolling?
Exactly.
They're up this
That's
late
right.
anyway. Well, certainly there's been great energy in this match on both sides, and for the first time in this match, it's Michigan State getting on the board first with the service error. And SC up to 17 service errors.
That's a lot of errors, in my opinion. 3 aces to 17 errors.
While Michigan State only has 7 errors to 3 aces. That's 10 points right there. Joust at the net and kept alive by Famuina. This time she goes lefty. Very crafty by Adanya Famuina.
That's actually one thing Coach Brad Keller said she's really added and learned, that you don't just have to go up and kill every single ball hard, but you can score other ways, and here's one of them, for example.
And having to go up there with her offhand and keep that alive. Quick set to Duzema. And then it's a kill for Michigan State. They certainly look energized and led by Yosia, who is their energy bunny for sure.
You'd think she'd set a hitter, but no, takes it over and dumps it to score the point. I love watching her play.
Ooh, Famuina, that was nasty. Put a little extra something on that swing.
And again, Batenhorst with a nice pass, getting low, and Famuina, she is just elevated and really has a heavy arm. Gets on top of that ball and hits so deep in the court.
Yeah, USC has had some highlight level swings from multiple players. Batenhorst leads. Oh, just trickling long. That was a good looking attempt. That's the kind of service error that you can live with, as it just went long. But as we were saying, Batenhorst has had some good looking swings. Livings has been living high above the net tonight.
I like how you did that.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, I try. Try to keep everybody on their toes here late into the 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. hour on the East Coast.
Missed dig there by Livings in the right back position for USC. And you know, you got to think Michigan State coming off that set 3 victory, some confidence, some momentum coming into set number 4.
Now, wouldn't it be something for Michigan State looking for that first Big Ten win to get it in reverse sweep fashion? Pretty kill by Batenhorst, finding the hole in that defense.
And again, fast tempo out to Allie Batenhorst. Look at how high she is, right in between the block. Michigan State not closing that block and putting up a solid ball in front of her.
A 6'5" grad student. Had her career at Nebraska and then wanted to be a 6 rotation player and has done it successfully with USC. 2-time national runner-up at Nebraska and played her first season under the first-year associate head coach Tyler Hillebrand, who's now with USC. Here's Batenhorst again, just a bit too much on that, but out of challenges, so it looked like, oh, they do. Okay, now they say there was a touch. Initially, no touch ruled. So a bit of a confusion there.
Take a look again.
Boy, look how high she is.
So high. Well, right now they want that ball in Anderson's hand, and no matter what, I can see out on the court her energy, what she's giving off to her team is like, we can do this, we got this, give me the ball and let's make it happen.
20 kills, a new season high for Akasha Anderson. And a new high wearing the green of Michigan State. Allie Batenhorst again. She's gone on a tear here in set number 4. She's up to 14 kills overall.
On the left side pin, on the right side pin, you name it. She's getting the work done, putting that ball away.
Make it 15 kills. Too strong.
19 errors. We played at 25. It's getting close to giving an entire set of service error points to Michigan State.
Yeah, it certainly is one of the areas that is keeping Michigan State in this game. Ooh, that time, I think just miss-hit. No touch at all, and Valmoena underneath that one, and it sailed.
She was kind of looking at the up ref like, are you sure? And the up ref's looking out, yeah, I'm sure.
I think she just got underneath that one, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit flat on the ball, didn't get on top of it.
Nice serve, targeting Batenhorst. And it's the free ball. Out of the middle, executed perfectly. Look out, Michigan State with a 4-point lead, their largest of the match. Coming alive after trailing in set 3. And able to surge for the set 3 win, and now on top by 4 in set 4. Well, USC jumped out to a 2-0 lead against Michigan State. And they were ahead 20-18 in set 3 before Michigan State rallied. And out of the timeout, USC with a pretty play terminated for the point. They dropped down by 4 here in set 4. Michigan State playing with a renewed sense of confidence and riding the arm of Akasha Anderson, who's got 21 kills on 40 swings. She's hitting 300 on the outside. Gray Gosnell, a 5'11" grad student, transferred from Indiana. And the big block is tooled, and Michigan State will take it.
I mean, Michigan State, last set, this set, they're clicking differently than they did in sets 1 and 2. The errors are down. They're making smarter choices with their swings, and it's paying off.
Now, this is a gritty Michigan State team. They didn't make it easy on USC in set 1 or set 2. They really made USC work for it. And another block. Anderson, part of that up at the net. And Leah Johnson, the head coach, clapping her hands together for her team. As it took a while for them to get their first block, but now they are up 2-6.
They are. They didn't have a block, then they got the 3 in a row, and now they've been really adding that defensive.
Ooh, and coming out with the answer. Michigan State with a 5-point lead, cut to 4, but impressive start to this 4th set for Michigan State. Here's Livings. 13 kills. And the ace looking for that back line. It's been a struggle with 19 service errors, but that time the 4th ace of the match for SC.
Well, and I like that Foley went all the way to the line, but she just didn't get a call from her teammates. Now they've gone down to 2 passers for Michigan State's side.
And the ace can't control it, as you mentioned, with just the 2 passers. So now Leah Johnson adjusting that defense.
And that's going to be the question for Michigan State with the lead. Can they steady out? Can they keep the consistency up that we saw in the momentum at the beginning of the set?
The overpass hammered down. Tuaninga says, thank you very much. I can swing it as well as assist.
Well, in this conference, the margin of error is slim because the level is so high, and now this lead has been cut down because of a couple back-to-back errors here.
And the ace. So what had been a struggle, 2 aces from Livings, and it has tied things up. A 5-0 run by USC, and it's in a row, 2 of them aces by Jaden Livings.
Coming at a good time, nice flat floater over the net, just dropping in front of the Michigan State passers. They made an adjustment after one of the aces to pass with 2, but then they got in a little bit of trouble there, went back to 3. So trying to figure out, get this ball up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Give your setter a chance to set that ball to Anderson no matter where she is.
Clipping the tape. Now Anderson, oh, what a pretty That's like just taking it and redirecting the ball over to the left side where no USC Trojan was.
Well, she has good vision going on no matter what. Front row, back row. 3 blockers almost going up there, but Tuaninga falls back, and that is the wide open spot. She finds it.
Now the short serve ace. Her second ace of the match. What a night for Akasha Anderson. 23 kills to go with 2 aces, 9 digs, and 3 blocks. She's been everywhere for Michigan State. And the tip somehow kept alive. Well done by the defense. Moina blocked and inbounds the kill, or excuse me, the block for the point for Michigan State. And they have increased that lead back to 3.
Well, the gritty up and effort here of the Spartans, they are keeping it alive with that pancake.
Oh, what a dig there by Yosia. Oh, and smash Tuaninga again right at the DS. Foley is taking a little bit of frustration out. Look at that dig, though.
Good dig, ball over the net, ready for Tuaninga to go and pounce on it. And this is the thing, Michigan State, we were here earlier, they were ahead. Can they stop it right now with this immediate side out so that USC doesn't go on a run of points here?
The second kill recently, and Tuaninga has 4 kills total. The setter, a couple of dumps, but also a couple of big swings. And too much on the serve from Douglas. So 20 service errors to 6 aces for SC. They've gone on a bit of a service or a serving run. The tip handled by Livings. Batenhorst has to just throw that one over pretty tight to the net. And now the termination by Preston.
I like the flow on the Michigan State side right now. They're getting the digs. You think it might be going back, but Bishop doing a nice job lifting that set up for Preston. And we saw Preston go on a run earlier in set number 2.
So Preston, double-digit kills with 10, and they'll take the roll. Thank you very much. The ace by Taylor Hold'em. That ball hanging on top of the net and dropping on the other side.
Look at that, using the equipment in your favor, going for it, a nice pace. But love to see the next one in the court as they have the momentum on their side and keep the pressure on USC.
Michigan State led 11-6, and then USC went on a 5-0 run to tie it up, and then Michigan State went on a 6-1 run. They led by as many as 5 again before that side out. Batenhorst block there. They go to her again, and again handled by the defense, kept alive. Batenhorst tooling that block, and then a net violation. So 2 points in a row for SC.
And a block touch into the net on that one. You could see Julia Bishop kind of telling her team, my bad, I was in the net, going a little bit too much on the reach. Coming down as she turned to play it.
Going on 2, Bishop, smart. Didn't let that big block get set up.
Well, you can just see the fight right now in the Spartans, and I think that is one thing today when we talked to Coach Leah Johnson. It was such a joy to talk to her at practice. She just loves this team, the culture, and I think we're seeing that on display these last matches and how gritty this team is.
Oh, and nobody there. Tuaninga could not get to that ball, and Michigan State builds that 5-point lead again. And so a timeout. Leah Johnson pleased with the effort, the momentum squarely on the side of Michigan State.
This momentum shift, front row, back row, attacking. She has not come off the court. That is an adjustment they made. Coach Leah Johnson said, look, she's been playing 3 rotations for us because the passing was a little bit of a struggle, but she knows that they need that offensive production. Season high 23 kills so far, and it has made a difference tonight here for the Spartans.
Ooh, out of the timeout, Batenhorst with a good-looking swing. And she is up to 18 kills. So Michigan State trying to pull off the upset. SC in this series with a 7-1 advantage against Michigan State all time. They have not met since 2010 in Hawaii. But way back in 2009, it was Michigan State pulling off the upset against 12th ranked SC. That one not here in the Galen Center though.
I mean, right now, what I talked about at the beginning of the show for Michigan State, trying to get things to click. This set number 3, when they won that one, things are clicking for them right now. The service game, the pressure, minus that serve, don't like that one in the bottom of the net. But overall, they have done a nice job with placement of their serve and keeping the pressure on, and their offensive game is in a very nice rhythm right now.
So work to be done by USC, or this will go the distance into set 5. Big swing, blocked the roof. Anderson, part of it. She has been everywhere for Sparty and letting out a scream here inside the Galen Center.
What a huge block right here for the Spartans. You can see their swing blocking out of there. Kulig meeting Anderson there for the wall. Straight down.
Tough pass to Meninga, having to dive to keep it alive, and all the momentum on the side of Michigan State. They lead by 7, trying to close out set 4 and extend this match to 5 sets. Who says these East Coast kids are tired? It's past 1 in the morning. Ton of energy coming from Michigan State. They were behind 2-0, and USC had a chance to close it out. And it's been all Michigan State since. Anderson, that blocked back and in play for the USC point, but in a massive hole here in set 4.
And that was a block USC needed. Akasha Anderson's going up big, but it's okay. You know what? You're going to get blocked sometimes. And as Coach Leah Johnson said, look, the key is when we make an error, one play isn't every play. We've got to just move on to the next one and come out strong.
Bishop have to hold him. And then a mistimed as Riley McGinnis is onto the floor for the first time, mistimed it, and it is set point number 1 for Michigan State.
Milani Yosia, I'm sorry, but another set over for a point. She is set, her IQ is off the charts, making those plays with confidence, setting it over to area 1 as SC is all in on defense.
I'll tell you, even when they dropped down 2 sets, Yosia was energetic, high-fiving her teammates, keeping the hope alive as SC keeps their hope alive with the kills. So it is set point number 2. Now this would just be a massive upset for Michigan State. 0-8 in Big Ten play. They've been close. And just haven't been able to push across to get that first win. The overpass hammered down by Famuina.
Timeout for Michigan State, and a good call here as they've got 1 side out to get to clinch this one and push it to 5. And as we know, we've seen USC can go on a roll with some points here, so this is a good call here to have.
Diggs, 4 blocks, 2 aces. She has been dominant at times for Michigan State. It has certainly been more spread out for USC, as they have 3 different hitters in double figures. Big block. And so SC stays alive, now trails by 4. Set point number 4. Anderson hammers it, and that will be it. She puts the capper on set number 4, and we're going the distance. Michigan State traveling a long distance to get out here to Southern California, and now we'll go to set number 5. Hang on, folks. Sparty isn't going anywhere. They trailed 2 sets to none, and now it's all tied up. First of 15 coming. Oh, a few things better than going set 5 in volleyball. The 2 cousins having some fun, everything on the line. You know, you can just tell right there that Mia Tuaninga having some fun words for her cousin, Nani Yosia, who has just played lights out tonight. Both of them have been so good. We've got Nani Yosia with 9 digs. It feels like she's got a million, but also 7 assists, as Michigan State will look for just their 2nd win all time versus USC. You got to go back 15 years to 2009 when they were able to get a win against USC. And that was when USC was ranked number 12 in the nation. Right now, SC ranked number 16, and Michigan State making the trek out to Southern California. And Leah Johnson trying to get her team on the winning side of things in Big Ten play for the first time this season. The last time they won was a reverse sweep at Rutgers towards the end of last season. They were 9-11 in Big Ten play last year. 17 wins overall, but just haven't been able to break through yet this season. And first point going out of the middle. That is Cooling, who has been really good defensively, but just her 4th kill of the match.
Yeah, she hasn't been very involved in the offense, but I love that it didn't affect her defensive game. Her blocking was elevated, and now we see, starting the game off, her offense coming around.
Out of the back, Batenhorst kept alive. Michigan State has been flying around on the back half, and too much. Livings too strong, and Michigan State with 2-point lead here to start set 5.
Well, Nalani Yosia is a thorn in USC's side tonight because she is getting under these major kills that normally you'd see go down and keeping her team in the game and then creating this error for USC.
That is her 10th dig of the match to be in double figures. And now that we are in set 5, Brad Keller does have an extra challenge. SC was putting their fingers together as if they thought there might have been a touch, but no challenge, and Michigan State jumps out to a 3-0 lead in set 5. Block set up, make it a 4-point run to start this 5th set, and it's an USC timeout. Oh, Michigan State has all the momentum on their side. Offense, defense, flying around and getting it done here in LA. Nani Yosia, the Long Beach product, the libero, leading the Big Ten in digs per set, 4.5. She has been flying around in this match and keeping Michigan State alive. Batenhorst, strong swing out of the timeout. And right now, USC's gonna have to come from behind and show some mettle.
They absolutely are, because as we talked about in the break, you've got a Michigan State team here who on paper, USC should win this match. They've got a different energy of nothing to lose. Go out there and you play differently. There's a sense of freeness with that. USC right now backs against the wall, but with that big block, that can get some fire going. And as you watch them celebrate.
Mia Tuaninga among them. She was pushed up at the net. And it was Famawina coming up with the big block, and Riley McGinnis, the 6'1" junior middle, out there to start set 5 as well. Famawina gets it blocked back. The joust. Free ball. Nice job to dive to keep it alive by Trubin, and now SC with 3 points in a row. This 5th set to 15 points. Everything is magnified.
That's right, you've got to dive after every single ball, leave it all on the court to get this victory.
Livings had 2 aces earlier in the match. And the kill. Holden coming up with the big swing, the sophomore Kiwi out of New Zealand.
And Holden a little quiet in the offensive game, but right now coming up with a big kill. She's on the court as well for her excellent ball control and pass game that she brings to the Spartans.
Oh, the ace! Kayla Foley, the 5'4" true freshman out of Virginia Beach. Or make it, I'm sorry, that was Kai Clayton. Her 3rd ace of the match, and she was congratulated by Foley, but it was Clayton coming up with the serve. And now SC comes right back. Had to have it as Michigan State had pushed the lead to 3. So a nice job again by Kai Clayton, the 5'6" sophomore DS, coming on to serve. Perfect pass set up. Michigan State could not terminate. Batenhorst kept alive by Bishop, and they'll just send it over, and so far over that it is a kill on a 2-handed set over the top all the way to the back line for Michigan State.
I mean, USC has done that 3 points now. 2 in the last set, and now here, knowing where the players are and where to put it.
Anderson going for the ace, but it was wide, and so the point going to USC. But what a fantastic match for Usia here on her return to Southern California. Paula Trubin.
Love that, aggressive, that pass, going tight over it, and Bishop just goes with the momentum of that pass and puts it right down the block. USC's block not pressing over the net, so that ball falls right down in between them.
And Michigan State believes. They lead 8-5 at the change. 7 points away from an upset on the road against 16th ranked USC. They were on the ropes, down 2-0 and trailing in set number 3. But Leah Johnson's squad has turned things around. Look at the hitting percentage from sets 1 and 2 before they came alive. What changed?
Well, they started to flow and have a rhythm, but the thing that is touching me most is when we talked to head coach Leah Johnson, you asked her, what do you want us to know about your program? And the thing she said most is the culture. And this time of season, sometimes teams are breaking down, they're separated, they're isolated, but not this team. Even 0-8 in conference play, they have stuck together. And tonight, what we're seeing out here on display is exactly what I think she was telling us about today.
Yeah, Tuaninga, a fantastic setter. trying to find a way for USC. And if there's a server you want behind the line to go on a run, it's Tuaninga. But that one sails on Michigan State point.
Well, if it's someone I want on my team, it's Akasha Anderson right now. She is putting that ball away no matter what. And take a look, not going for the big, crazy kill heat, but smart off-speed shot right to the middle.
The roll shot rolling right to the right spot. The block set up, hustling to keep it alive. And now Livings.
Nice attack by Livings coming in and tooling Michigan State's block. Right now USC gotta get some points here on defense and get their block back in action.
A 2-point Spartan lead. Bishop quick to the middle, Kulig. The defense for SC scrambles to keep it alive, and then Famuina just can't get it over. Wanted to touch it softly, but it falls on her own side, and Michigan State with a 3-point lead. 5 points away from an upset here in Los Angeles. Famuina, nothing soft about that swing.
Well, and that was a beautiful delivery from Tuaninga to the outside pin. Faumuina getting a one-on-one here with Anderson, elevating and getting on top of the ball more than we saw earlier. She loves to go deep court, but that one, middle of the court with some major heat.
Megan Verbeest, the junior DS, in to serve. Good up by Tuaninga. But to pass, errant, and it drops on SC's side of the net. And so Michigan State pushes the lead back to 3.
Well, Akasha Anderson going up big to keep that ball down and coming off, just giving her team a little mojo and fire. I love this.
Can Michigan State pull off the upset? Bishop gets it up, and the roof. Faumuina and McGinnis combined to send that one back. It has been rare that Anderson has not been able to terminate.
Yeah, we haven't seen her blocked in quite a while, but that one, Faumuina and McGinnis up high, their hands so over the net, that ball didn't even have a chance. No way to tool that one. You see Faumuina's hands just pressing that ball straight down.
Livings touches the tape, setting it up, and Kulig puts it where no Trojan was. 12-9 Michigan State. Kulig, who's been so good defensively with her 5th kill.
Well, and Kulig, offensive game was negative for most of this match, and she stayed patient, and it's paying off. And right now, 5 kills, hitting .267.
And give credit to Bishop, who kept that ball alive and playable. Ooh. Impressive swing for SC to pull within 2.
Well, I will say SC's back row attack has been unstoppable. Michigan State really isn't getting any block in front of their hitters at all because USC has so many weapons on offense they can go to.
Holly Batenhorst with 21 kills, just 3 errors. She's hitting .340. You mentioned it, a lot of success coming out of the back. And an ace, much needed and delivered by Paisley Douglas, the true freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska. They thought they were gonna redshirt her, but she was playing so well that Brad Keller said, I had to get her on the floor. He went to her and said, what do you think? And she said, I want to play. And what a big moment for the true freshman.
What a beautiful serve, hand on the ball, and that one's just dropping and good movement. And as we've seen throughout this match, you don't get a lot of aces on Nalani Yosia.
You gotta believe the heart is pounding for Paisley Douglas. Just getting in last weekend for the first time in her career, and then called upon here and comes up big with the ace. She's been working to battle in at the DS spot. And a big moment there as Michigan State with a 1-point lead over USC here in set number 5. Thanks for staying with us here into the wee hours. 10:40 here in Los Angeles, 1:40 in East Lansing. But the match still up for grabs here in Big Ten women's volleyball action. The Spartans trailed 2-0 and trailed in set 3 before the light switch flipped. And it's been all Spartans since. And the hometown kid, Nani Yosia, wants to see this one to the end. They're 3 points away from the upset. And the service error, the bugaboo in this match for SC, bites them here to give the point to Michigan State. They are 2 points away, and their best server, Akasha Anderson, with the ball in her hands. Batenhorst gets it done. They went at her again. They targeted her. Good pass, and then it was pass to kill for Allie.
And they're going to go to her right now. She's putting the ball down, even with 2 blockers up. She elevates. She is so high hitting on her attack.
What an incredible match that we have had here on this Thursday evening. Another service error for SC. And now it is match point number 1 for Michigan State. Back to serve Taylor Hold'em, the 6'2" sophomore out of New Zealand. Can finish it here. SC comes up big. Batenhorst with a big smile. She's up to 23 kills, hitting 357. Match point number 2, the best server for SC. Going at her cousin, gets it up, and it is over. Michigan State pulls off the upset against 16th ranked USC. The reverse sweep for the Spartans. And that Spartan right there with a big old smile on her face in front of her hometown fans, her family, Nani Yosia and the Spartans looked almost dead, and they came to life to win in 5 on the road. And the cousins embrace, you can see the respect. Disappointment for sure about her team's performance, Mia Tuaninga, but the respect for the upset by her cousin, Nani Yosia. What a match she had, and the Spartans are on the board. They break through for their first win in Big Ten action.